Yeah, so it doesn't take a lot for me to like a manga, especially when it comes to the manga cover. My gosh, man, I didn't know about this and now I do. So do y'all. You're welcome. Anyways, though, I like it when I am not the only one that discovers peak. You know, a lot of these mangas, I feel like I catch them too early on and I'm like, why does this not have an anime? When in reality, it only has like 10 chapters. Also wonder why not many people are talking about it. Again, only having 10 chapters. So I'm like, damn, dude, I got nobody else to talk about with this. But, you know, here I am making videos and recommending it to y'all. Now, what actually makes me feel all giddy and has me having butterflies in my stomach is when somebody on the internet also recommends these mangas and animes. And I'm like, oh my gosh, man, we are pals. As you can see in this post right here. Now, this is from a Japanese account, which, you know, my brother dabbed me up over across seas because you know peak. But yeah, no, I'm going to talk about some of them. Now, there's one that I'm going to leave out, and that is Haimiya Senpai is scary but cute, and that is because I made an entire video talking about it, how she absolutely carries the manga as it's kind of like a generic rom-com, but it's still peak nonetheless. I already talked about it. I don't want to get too much into it, but you know, here's that video right there. Anyways, let's continue on with the other mangas. And the first one that I want to get into is Con They Are Still Being Shaken This Morning. Now, this one is pretty damn annoying, but it is worth the ride. Now, again, this is a fairly new manga that revolves around two characters, you know, are working up the courage to talk to each other. Now, the female MC and the male MC go to different schools, and this whole thing is just about them trying to work up the courage to talk to each other and, you know, be a couple. We are all rooting for them. Yes, we, you, and the characters within this series, because there are three other main characters that are rooting for this couple to become together. And that is a old businessman, a lady where I forget where she works at, and a young male college student. And my gosh, dude, this is probably one of the best mangas of all time when it comes to rom-coms, or more leaning towards the comedy side. Because, oh my gosh, there's three things that get in the way. One, both of the characters being absolutely nervous. Two, the unfortunate circumstances that arise. For example, somebody else takes their seat, or they just got caught up with their own school problems. And three, the misunderstandings between the two. And my gosh, man, it really just does focus on mainly the characters that are rooting for the main couple. Don't get me wrong, the main couple is obviously the main focal points within the story, but it really also adds a perfect element with the other people in the train reacting to what is going on and how it's going. And my gosh, man, if you want a good laugh, I highly recommend this one. Now, again, this is fresh, and sometimes I'm wondering, why hasn't this gotten anime? Why aren't there many people talking about it? Well, hopefully we can get more people to talk about it. And while it does continue on, hopefully it gets picked up later down the line when it does have enough chapters to get an anime, because I could definitely see this being a very good rom-com. Now, the other one is called Show Me Your Shark Teeth, and this one I am a fan of. This one I like a little bit more of the post that you did just see earlier, and that is because I like shark teeth or shark tooth characters. I don't know what it is, but they are one of my favorites, and you know, have a female MC have it, and my gosh, I am already in. Shark teeth is I guess like a little problem when it comes to anime fans, because they try to correlate it with real life, I guess, jagged teeth, and that's not what I'm here for. I'm only into 2D women, so best believe that anything 2D related I'm going to be all for, and that is highly applied to shark teeth or the snaggle tooth that you do see in the corner of their mouth. Those are my favorite characters, and this is all about that, especially the MC. That is probably me, if I'm being honest, because the reason why this male MC likes our female MC is because she has shark teeth. Yep. Now, that is really all that this series is about. Now the female MC is kind of like a tsundere, but not really. The only reason why she kind of gives off that vibe is because she is very insecure about her shark teeth and doesn't really want to show it to just anybody. That's why she wears a mask. And the only one that has seen this is the male MC off a pure incident. And, you know, he is the luckiest man alive. Yep, no, this is absolutely adorable, and you just see a lot of the interactions between the two. It's not much of a rom-com, but it's more of just like a, oh, how cute. It's a really good read, and I highly recommend this one, especially if you're into shark teeth. And I honestly thought that this series wasn't going to get continued or, you know, get a serialization, because I remember reading this when it only had like 2 to 3 chapters, and it took like maybe 4 months for another chapter to release, or that could just be me waiting and craving another chapter, and it just felt excruciating long. I mean, I'm surprised that we have this many chapters now, and I'm going to be rereading some of these chapters because they're just that adorable. Not only does she have shark teeth, but her style is freaking rocking, dude. Again, I am into those like emo or like alternate type of characters that give off that vibe. I like those characters. Now, lastly is one that I actually haven't read, and I'm going to read this because my gosh, man, I don't know what is cooking over there in Japan, but they are absolutely killing it when it comes to rom-coms, and this one's called Just Like That, 14 Years Old. Now, I have no idea what this series is actually about, and judging from the title, I'm assuming that it feels that they went back in time because, again, it's just like that. 14 years old. So they are probably in the middle school or high school setting, and they are just reliving their early stages of their life or romantic life. But let me just read the synopsis so we can, get a good, clear idea of what this series is about. Takashi and Shioya are second-year middle school students who sit next to each other, a story of innocent 14-year-olds whose hearts are shaken by every word and expression. The daily life of a 14-year-old is chock full of sweet thrill of first love. Okay, so I was wrong. The title just kind of clickbaited me a little bit with the Just Like That and made it just sound like, boom, snap, they are now 14 years old. But this is just an innocent early romantic life starting. And, there's going to be a lot of cliches. A lot of compliments are going to make the female heroine, very blushy, or the other way around. The umbrella stuff. That's all I'm assuming. I haven't looked at any of the chapters, so this is just based off of pure speculation. But yeah, that's all I really got to say. Today was just a bunch of manga recommendations, and I really hope that some of y'all read it. Yeah, I definitely am. Let me know what y'all think down in the comments below. Anyways, if you made it this far, why not drop a like and subscribe, as that does help around my channel a lot. Anyways, though, y'all have a wonderful flipping day, and I'll see y'all next time. Adios, guys.